So when it comes to our health, there's no one-fits-all diet, but well-balanced meals and making healthier food choices goes a long way.
I'd love another one, please, Mommy, with Butro and lots of jam.
Another sandwich.
Clover Butro. Spread the dairy goodness.
Made with love by Clover.
And today, we want to delve into something that has caused so much polarity in the past, Brussels sprouts. I know, all right? You may have ran from them in the past, but you have to give our roasted Brussels sprouts the chance they deserve. They're like nothing you've ever tasted before. You know, mushy green blobs you remember disliking. It's a thing of the past. Thanks to Clover Butro, these tasty morsels are worth sharing and are about to become a new favorite on the table. Plus, I'm going to share with you some really great constituents of a Brussels sprout. They are so good for you, but one of the most important ingredients is a good chef. Chef Nondomiso is here, and she's about to, you know, be sprightly with us, with our sprouts.
Yes.
So, Brussels sprouts, tell me about your feelings toward them, because I know that everybody's got a different feeling toward Brussels sprouts.
I've definitely been a person to run away from Brussels sprouts in the past. I never used to like them, but this recipe is definitely one that shows that Brussels sprouts can be tasty and exciting. I'm normally one who advocates for like eating plants just as they are, but I think, you know, if you want to enhance the flavor and to enhance the just, I don't know, I suppose the you know, enable yourself to actually eat the Brussels sprout, then you might as well just add some of these beautiful ingredients that we're going to add.
It's a gateway, isn't it? You know, sometimes people have a certain doubt around Brussels sprouts. Sometimes it's like the table talk, you know, that when somebody goes, oh, I'm not sure I like this, but there is actually a very unique flavor. And the flavor in them, it's actually called sulforaphane. And the thing about the flavor of the Brussels sprout that's right unique is that sulforaphane, how coincidental that we're chatting about lung cancer awareness it is. So sulforaphane has been proven to sort of lower cancer risks as well, like many other cruciferous vegetables too. And there's something called zeaxanthin in the Brussels sprouts too that helps your eyes. So don't be afraid of Brussels sprouts.
Nice, I like. Oh, thank you for all of that education.
Thank you. This is why I'm here.
Educating us so early in the morning,
I have to.
I absolutely like.
But you're going to butter us up a bit with butter, right?
With some of this butter. And do you want to help us with the dressing?
I'd love to. I'm smelling tahini.
Yes, always a good...
Right, because, you know, when it comes to summer bodies, hey, you need to have a bit of tahini with the bikini. It works. Talk to me now.
Oh, goodness. Can you please open this?
I got you covered. Don't worry about it. So in terms of what we're going to add to this mix over here, what are we looking at?
So we've got some tahini there, some lemon zest with some lemon juice. We've got some sesame oil as well as some sesame seeds. It's going to be very delicious. Okay, so we are going to... Now, ideally, you would have cooked the Brussels sprouts beforehand and they would be still a bit warm and you want to smash them a little.
You're going to smash them
just a tiny bit.
There's almost that, because that's what you would do with spuds, I suppose. You do the smash down thing, but that is something that is so cool. By the way, tahini, all of these going into the tahini.
Yes, all of them. Yes, all of it, and you're going to mix it up. Okay, and then so we're going to just rub some of our butter onto our Brussels sprouts, and then we are going to top that off with some Parmesan, as well as some...
Okay, this is very decadent, okay? This is a... This is a Brussels sprouts that went to private school moment. You know, but it's great that you're using, you know, Clover Butro because it's made with the goodness of dairy. Clover Butro is tasty, it's smooth, it's easy to spread, and spreading the Butro onto the actual Brussels sprouts, as Chef Nondomiso is doing, gives a delectable buttery flavor that melts in your mouth when you take a bite, because that's what you want. It's so smooth, even when making a sandwich. It won't break your bread, thank goodness. You know, when you have that fresh white bread?
I know.
And I think that's just the thing that you don't want, you know, and this is the great thing about Butro, is that it's just that...
It's smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Smooth. Okay, so I'm going to be adding some chili flakes here, some garlic powder, as well as some flaky salt.
So this is something interesting that has happened with our tahini.
Now, we would ideally have a little bit of water just to thin it, okay? Just to thin it a little, you want it smooth, relatively smooth, like we see there in the end product,
And then, so once you do that, water goes in, and then this is your dipping.
That's the dip. So we're going to bake these for about 20 minutes.
Yes.
And you want to get them nice and the cheese to be all melty and gooey and delicious.
And then colour on the top there, which is very, very important. Okay,
yeah.
You need a bit of colour and a bit of this
Always.
And some sulforaphane as zeaxanthin. Big words, I know, but all constituents of Brussels sprouts that makes it so delicious. Plus, if you missed out on any of these steps, guess what? We're going to do it all over again. This time, watch carefully.
Made with love by Clover.